A $500 van looks like the opposite of luxury. Rust spots on the exterior, bare metal walls echoing every sound, the smell of old cargo and forgotten deliveries. Most people see a vehicle destined for the scrapyard, yet thousands of homeless van dwellers have transformed these cheap boxes into living spaces that visitors mistake for actual apartments. Full kitchens, comfortable lounges, entertainment systems, storage solutions that would impress professional organizers. They're not spending $30,000 on professional conversions. They're using salvage materials, thrift store finds, and techniques that cost pennies but look like millions. What do they know about creating luxury that van life influencers charging 5 figures for conversions don't want you to learn? Here's the thing about luxury that most people misunderstand completely. Luxury isn't about expense. Luxury is about comfort, functionality, and the feeling that your space was designed for you. A $50,000 apartment with cheap furniture and bad lighting feels worse than a $500 van with thoughtful details and clever design. Veterans who've lived in both situations understand this completely. They stopped chasing expensive solutions and started chasing smart ones. My grandfather used to say, a rich man buys comfort while a wise man builds it. He was talking about furniture, but he wasn't wrong about van conversions either. The first thing veterans focus on is walls that don't look like van walls. Here's the thing about perception that changes everything. Bare metal screams vehicle. Covered walls whisper home. The cheapest transformation uses fabric. Thrift store curtains, old bed sheets, or discarded upholstery fabric stapled over foam insulation creates a soft textile surface that absorbs sound and feels warm to the touch. Total cost may be $15 for enough fabric to cover every wall. Suddenly, the space feels intentional instead of improvised. Visitors touch the walls and find softness instead of cold metal. That single change shifts perception from vehicle to dwelling. But here's the catch with fabric walls. They look cheap if you don't finish the edges. Veterans learn to hide staples and raw edges behind trim strips. Thin wooden molding from the hardware store costs about $12 for enough to frame every wall section. Paint the molding before installing it. Suddenly, you have walls that look professionally finished. The foam underneath provides insulation, while the fabric provides aesthetics, while the trim provides the illusion of craftsmanship. 3 layers working together for under $30 total. Pretty sophisticated design for salvage materials, right? Here's where fair flooring transforms a cargo van into something approaching a studio apartment. Factory van floors are ribbed metal designed for durability, not comfort. Walking on them feels industrial. Living on them feels temporary. Veterans address this with peel and stick vinyl plank flooring. Home improvement stores sell boxes of this material for about $25, enough to cover most van floors completely. The planks look like hardwood or stone. They feel warm underfoot. They clean easily, and they install in under 2 hours with no tools beyond a utility knife. But here's what nobody tells you about van flooring. Level matters more than material. Van floors have ridges, bumps, and uneven spots that telegraph through thin flooring and look terrible. Veterans lay 1/4-inch plywood or hardboard as a subfloor first. This creates a smooth, level surface that makes even cheap vinyl look professional. The subfloor also adds insulation value and structural stability. $20 in hardboard plus $25 in vinyl creates a floor that looks like it belongs in an actual apartment. My grandmother always said, foundation before decoration. Van flooring proves her point. Now here's where lighting separates amateur conversions from spaces that actually feel luxurious. The biggest mistake new van dwellers make is installing one bright overhead light. This creates harsh shadows, unflattering illumination, and the ambience of a gas station bathroom. Veterans understand that luxury spaces use multiple light sources at different heights and intensities. String lights provide ambient glow for about $8. Puck lights under cabinets cost about $12 for a pack of 6. A reading lamp beside the bed costs maybe $7 at a thrift store. Suddenly, you have layered lighting that you can adjust for any mood or activity. Here's the thing about LED strips that transformed van interiors completely. A 16-foot roll of warm white LED strips costs about $15. Veterans install these under cabinets, along ceiling edges, and behind furniture. The indirect glow creates depth and atmosphere without harsh direct light. Some veterans install RGB strips that change color, adding another dimension of ambience control. Running all these lights requires minimal power since LED draw almost nothing. A small battery bank keeps the entire lighting system running for days between charges. Makes sense, right? But all the ambience in the world means nothing without furniture that actually functions. Here's where veterans outthink expensive conversions completely. Professional van builders install fixed furniture that serves one purpose. A bed that's always a bed, a table that's always a table. Veterans build transforming furniture that serves multiple purposes. A sleeping platform that lifts on hinges to reveal massive storage underneath. A table that folds from the wall and disappears when not needed. Bench seating with cushions that rearrange into a bed configuration. Here's the catch with transforming furniture. Hardware matters more than the wood. Cheap hinges fail. Weak latches don't hold. Veterans invest in quality hardware even when they salvage everything else. Heavy-duty piano hinges for fold-down tables. Marine-grade latches for cabinet doors. Gas struts from automotive salvage yards for lifting bed platforms. The hardware might cost $30 total, while the wood costs nothing because it came from discarded pallets or construction site dumpsters. The furniture functions smoothly because the moving parts are built to last. Speaking of free materials, here's where the luxury gap closes between van dwellers and apartment dwellers completely. Pallets provide unlimited free lumber for anyone willing to disassemble them. Thrift stores sell real wood furniture for $5 to $10 that can be cut down and repurposed. Construction sites discard perfectly good plywood, trim, and hardware constantly. One veteran built his entire kitchen from a single entertainment center he found on the curb. He cut it down, rearranged the pieces, added new hardware, and created a cooking station that looks custom built. Free materials plus creative vision equals results that money alone can't buy. My grandfather used to say the best lumber grows in other people's trash piles. He was joking, but van dwellers prove him right daily. Now here's where the kitchen separates basic survival from actual living. Most van conversions treat cooking as an afterthought. A portable stove sits on a shelf. No prep space, no storage organization. Veterans build kitchens that rival efficiency apartments. The secret is vertical organization. Magnetic knife strips line the wall, hanging baskets hold produce, spice racks mount on cabinet doors. Every cubic inch serves a purpose. A small butcher block cutting board that sits over the sink creates prep space that disappears when not in use. Here's the thing about kitchen luxury that costs almost nothing. Matching containers transform chaotic storage into something that looks designed. Veterans buy sets of clear containers from dollar stores and transfer all their dry goods into uniform vessels. Suddenly, the pantry looks like a Pinterest board instead of a convenience store robbery. Labels made from masking tape and marker add organization without expense. The food is the same. The cost is maybe $5, but the visual experience transforms completely. Pretty clever psychological hack, right? But here's what nobody tells you about van kitchens. Counter space is the ultimate luxury. Even 6 inches of usable counter changes the cooking experience completely. Veterans build fold-out extensions that double their prep area when needed. A cutting board on drawer side pulls out over the sink. A hinged section lifts from vertical storage to a horizontal work surface. The kitchen might measure only 30 inches long, but functional counter space extends to 3 feet when deployed. The ability to actually prepare food instead of juggling ingredients on your lap transforms cooking from a survival chore to genuine pleasure. Now here's where the bathroom question separates serious conversions from weekend projects. Most van dwellers avoid the topic entirely. They rely on gym memberships, truck stops, and public facilities. Veterans who've lived the life long-term build bathroom solutions that provide genuine independence. A toilet isn't complicated. A 5-gallon bucket with a snap-on toilet seat costs about $15. Add a system for waste management and you have a bathroom that works at 3 a.m. when every public restroom is locked. Privacy curtains create a dedicated bathroom zone that feels separate from living space. Here's the thing about bathroom luxury that surprises most people. A small spray bottle with warm water works remarkably well for hygiene between real showers. Some veterans build simple gravity-fed shower systems with garden sprayers that cost about $20. Hang a solar shower bag outside for a few hours, bring it inside, and you have warm running water for washing. A plastic tub catches the water for easy disposal later. Is it a spa experience? No. Is it vastly more comfortable than baby wipes in a Walmart bathroom? Absolutely. My grandmother always said, clean feels rich no matter what the checking account says. Van Bathroom Solutions prove her right. Speaking of independence, here's where power systems separate functioning homes from glorified camping setups. Most basic van conversions run on hope and phone charging anxiety. Veterans build systems that power actual comfort. A 200 amp hour battery bank provides enough electricity for lights, fans, phone and laptop charging, and small appliances for 3 to 4 days without charging. A portable power station costs about $150 for a quality unit. Solar panels in the 300 watt range cost about $150 and mount easily on van roofs. Suddenly, you have genuine electrical independence that runs refrigerators, powers entertainment systems, and charges everything simultaneously. But here's the catch with power that veterans learned the hard way. You need monitoring. A battery monitor that shows voltage, consumption, and remaining capacity costs about $25. Without it, you're guessing how much power remains and discovering the answer when everything dies at midnight. With monitoring, you manage consumption intelligently. You know exactly when to drive for alternator charging or deploy solar panels for recovery. Information transforms anxiety into control. Now here's where entertainment and connectivity separate bare survival from actual quality of life. Homeless van dwellers aren't monks seeking deprivation. They want movies, music, internet access, and connection to the world just like everyone else. Veterans build entertainment systems that rival modest apartments. A tablet mounted on an articulating arm serves as a television. Bluetooth speakers provide quality audio throughout the space. A mobile hotspot device provides internet access anywhere with cell coverage. Total investment may be $150 for used equipment. The experience matches apartments paying for cable subscriptions and fiber internet. Here's the thing about workspace that veterans understand completely. Many van dwellers work remotely, conduct online business, or pursue creative projects. A dedicated workspace transforms productivity and mental health. A fold-down desk mounted at sitting height with proper lighting creates an office environment that supports actual work. Some veterans install desktop monitor mounts with articulating arms so screens position perfectly for work, then fold away for sleeping. The distinction between home and office might seem unnecessary in a van, but veterans report that having a real workspace dramatically improves their professional output and mental separation between work and rest. But all these luxuries require organization, or they create chaos. Here's where storage solutions separate comfortable living from cluttered survival. Veterans assign every single item a specific home. Nothing floats. Nothing gets stuffed wherever it fits. Drawer organizers from dollar stores keep small items sorted. Tension rods create shelf dividers that prevent items from shifting during travel. Cargo nets on walls hold frequently accessed items visible but contained. The entire space might measure 50 square feet, but organization makes it function like 3 times that size. Here's what nobody tells you about organized spaces. They feel bigger. Clutter creates psychological weight that makes spaces feel cramped and oppressive. Clear surfaces and systematic storage create openness that exceeds actual dimensions. Veterans with pristine 50 square foot vans report feeling less cramped than people living in cluttered 400 square foot apartments. The luxury isn't in the space, it's in the clarity. My grandfather used to say a clean room has no walls. He was talking about his workshop, but the principle applies to van living perfectly. Now here's where outdoor living extends the luxury footprint beyond the vehicle itself. Veterans don't just live in their vans, they live around their vans. An awning that extends from the side creates shaded outdoor space in summer. Folding chairs and a small table create a patio that costs nothing to own. The living space isn't 50 square feet. It's 50 square feet plus unlimited outdoor territory, depending on where you park. Beach parking creates oceanfront property. Mountain parking creates alpine retreats. The luxury of location exceeds anything fixed apartments can offer. Here's the thing about curb appeal that veterans master for both stealth and pride. A van that looks professional attracts different attention than a van that looks desperate. Clean exterior, no visible clutter through windows, maybe a subtle decoration that suggests recreational travel rather than necessity. Some veterans add window coverings that look like professional installation. Others maintain their paint with wax and touch-ups. The result is a vehicle that parks anywhere without attracting hostile attention and a home that owners feel genuinely proud of. Makes sense, right? I learned something about van luxury talking to a woman who'd lived in her converted cargo van for 4 years. Visitors regularly asked which conversion company she used. They assumed professional installation. The entire build cost her about $300 and took 2 weekends. She said the secret isn't spending money, it's spending attention. Every detail matters. Every finish gets completed properly. Every system gets refined until it works perfectly. That attention creates luxury that money alone can't purchase. So what have we learned? Turning a $500 van into a hidden luxury apartment isn't about expensive materials. It's fabric walls with proper trim that feel like intentional design. It's vinyl plank flooring over smooth subfloor that looks like hardwood. It's layered lighting creating ambience instead of harsh illumination. It's transforming furniture with quality hardware that serves multiple purposes. It's free materials reimagined through creative vision. It's kitchens organized vertically with matching containers. It's bathroom independence, providing 3 a.m. dignity. It's power systems with monitoring, providing electrical confidence. It's entertainment and workspace, creating quality of life. It's organization making 50 square feet function like much more. It's outdoor living, extending your footprint infinitely. It's curb appeal, creating stealth and pride simultaneously. These aren't just homeless hacks. They're the same design principles that interior architects use in high-end tiny homes and luxury yachts. Thoughtful material selection, multifunctional furniture, layered lighting, maximized storage, discovered independently by people who needed comfort without capital and refused to accept that poverty requires ugliness. A $500 van is a blank canvas until you understand that luxury comes from attention, not money. Then it becomes a home that impresses everyone who steps inside. Humans are remarkably creative when survival demands it, and frankly, that's pretty impressive.